Hey Jordan and Jim, it's Mike. Wanted to show you this box. Here is the part of the lid that I'm having a hard time figuring out how to get a lock on there. If I put a lock in on this part right in here, then I have nothing to latch it to on the top without cutting a slot, and I don't think I can get the slot to cut correctly, because it's going to have to be kind of like a slot that would receive like a latch. So what I was thinking was, we've got this space right here, either here on the corner or down here in the stock and here on this corner, that we could run a some sort of fastener, like a bolt, that requires a special tool like these Torx bits. In fact, I put this box together with Torx bits. I didn't use just standard screws or bolts or anything. So that's a possibility of doing that. It keeps people from getting in there unless they have the right tool. The other thing I wanted to show you is I got the fingerboard put in the box right here, but some of the things I was noticing is, if you notice right here where we are planning to put the touch screen, we're going to have a hole or something drilled in here for the wiring to go through. And then that wiring is going to have to be routed across the cover and down the side and all the way down through the back, and then make it back to the PCB. So it's going to be a pretty long wiring scheme. The other thing is right there in that void is where the lasers are going. And somewhere in here we've got to have room for all the LEDs. I don't know if we should put them on the top like our original design was, or if we should move them down here like our subsequent design was. But in any case, with the lasers in this cavity right here, it's going to make it a little more difficult to figure out how to put the lasers on this surface. I'm not saying it's impossible, but it is a little more difficult. The other thing is that the wood is a 1/2 inch thick, and that's going to make it. I don't know how long the leads are on the LEDs, but I think they're longer than a 1/2 inch, and so that means that I may have to mill a cavity inside this cover in order to accommodate the PCB and leave enough room for the LEDs to actually punch through the 1/2 inch thick wood. I do have the speaker hole cut in the back, and I'm going to go to Guitar Center sometime this week and see if I can find a 8-inch speaker cover. But I do not have the single power point parts put in yet. And this box is just dry fitted right now. I don't have any glue holding it together or anything. I can take it apart and very quickly and finish out the rest of the machining.